Hi guys, welcome to Psychic Astro. I'm so excited to be doing these videos moving forward. So these videos are going to be astrology based on channeled messages that I get from spirit. So please watch the videos based on your sun, moon, or rising sign, whatever resonates the best for you. Me personally, it's always been my rising sign. It's never been my sun, moon. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Maybe that'll help somebody out there. I've also noticed that for me, my rising sign and my natal chart, as well as my rising sign and my progress chart, also resonates with me. Sometimes more so my progress chart than my natal chart. So yeah, I hope that helps anybody out there. Maybe it's worth trying out. So basically what I'm going to be doing in these videos is I'm going to be channeling the transits of the month. I'm going to be going over the themes you guys can expect. I hope, you guys like these videos. I'm starting off, kind of this way with the paper and the pen because I'm new to this and I just need to figure out what works best for me through trial and error. I'm sure eventually I'm not going to be sticking to paper and pen, but this is what I feel comfortable with for right now. I also just want to put a disclaimer out there. As a psychic, as much as I love channeling messages from spirit, as much as I love channeling the cosmos, and although I trust my messages, I don't know, maybe it's my Virgo placement, maybe it's my Capricorn stellium. I want to tell you guys strongly that I believe you guys shouldn't just stick with psychic channeled messages only. You guys should definitely, watch or at least look into professional astrologers' predictions as well for monthly readings. At least that's just how I feel, and I do want to put that out there. To just be practical about these things and, not just strictly rely on psychic messages, okay? All right, with that being said, let's get to it. Hi guys, this video is going to be for my sun, moon, rising Pisces. This video is going to be for what you guys can expect in the month of December. So basically what you guys are looking at here is what you guys can expect walking into in the month of December. So for example, as of December 1st, Venus will be in Libra in your guys' 8th house. But then on December 4th, it will be going into Scorpio in your guys' 9th house. So at that point, once we get to that, at that point in the video, I will then cross that out and then put it into your guys' 9th house, okay? And so on and so forth. So basically how this is going to work is I'm going to talk about the transits, and then I'm going to speak about the channeled messages you guys can expect. Wow, I can't speak right now. I will then talk about what it is I channeled for you guys after I tell you guys about the transits. Whoa. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I feel like Pisces, you guys had like the best reading for the most part, like out of all the zodiac signs for the collective, okay? So before we get to the transits, the overall themes for you guys, what you guys can expect: protection, like highly protected. I'm picking up on Cleopatra energy. I'm picking up on letting go of something in order to get to your future. I'm picking up on literally one rough week. And then also you guys are the lucky ones. All right, so let's get to it. December 1st, Mercury enters Capricorn in your guys' 11th house. Excuse me. December 2nd, Mercury in Capricorn in your 11th house is going to be sextiling Saturn in Pisces in your 1st house. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what a sextile is a good energy. It's an easy energy. It's an energy that requires work, but it's the type of work where if you do the work, you're going to get whatever it is you want. So for example, if it's a job you want, All you have to do is fill out the application, go on the job interview, and you're probably going to get the job. It's just like Venus sextile Mars. As long as you're talking to the opposite sex, you're probably going to be getting along with the opposite sex more times than not. But if you're not talking to the opposite sex, well, then you're not putting in any type of work, right? So therefore, nothing's going to happen with this energy. Let's see. December 3rd, Venus in Libra in your guys' 8th house is going to be squaring Pluto in Capricorn in your 11th house. So a square in astrology is a karmic lesson. It's a holdup. It's a slowdown. It's a block. It's a blockage. You're being blocked in some type of way. So you guys can look at this as like the escape room, right? I think that's what it's called, where you're basically paying to go in some type of room, and you're looking, I think, for the door, and you're trying to get out of the room. And eventually, if you go enough times, you're really great at it, right? Like you're leveling up. That's the same thing as a square. Eventually, through time, you know, through practice, you guys will be the best at whatever energy is going on with this square. Okay, so there's going to be some type of rough energy on December 3rd, which already passed. So maybe you guys will know whatever this is that I'm talking about. Venus in Libra in your 8th house, squaring Pluto in Capricorn in your 11th house. So if I had to guess, this either consisted of money or something going on behind your back with other people. Yeah, I would say either one of those. Yep, I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, let's see. Then December 4th, Venus enters Scorpio in your 9th house. Sorry for the background noise. December 5th, Venus in Scorpio in your 9th house is going to trine Saturn in Pisces in your 1st house. So a trine in astrology is a blessing. It is an easy flowing energy. It's so easy flowing, you usually don't even notice this energy. It is usually a blessing that we don't notice as a blessing. So an example I usually give is, and obviously people are going to have different opinions on this, but being born into money. You don't usually realize what it's like to not have money when you're born into money, right? So yeah, that would be one of those trine-like energies where it's literally coming to you, okay? And obviously apply common sense. Everybody has different storylines when it comes to things like that, but that's an example I would give. Let's see what else. December 6th, Neptune goes direct in Pisces in your 1st house. Now, you'll notice I kept it at direct because based off channeled messages, and this is just my personal opinion, it's probably not going to be well liked, but I believe going into December 1st, you guys will already be feeling the direct energy of Neptune. I just do not believe there's any type of technology out there that is so concrete that can tell you, oh, it is absolutely positively on December 6th, that is when you are going to feel that direct Neptune energy. Like, no, I'm sorry. I think 1000% you're going to be feeling some type of direct Neptune energy, 100%. December 7th, Mercury in Capricorn in your 11th house is going to be trining Jupiter in retrograde in your guys's, where's Taurus? Sorry. In your 3rd house. Okay. Okay, so what did I channel for you guys? All right, so the first week of December, I'm getting Capricorn energy. I see you guys sleeping, but I feel like you guys will be stabilizing your emotions. I'm getting this rock energy. I'm seeing this entrance to a cave. So anytime I see a cave, I always think of the Hangman in tarot because it's Pisces energy. So I'm seeing this cave with a lot of light, except you guys don't go in it. We're on the outside of this cave. And the outside of the cave is built with rocks. And you guys are, sounds stupid, but just follow me here. You guys are a part of the rocks. You guys are built in with the rocks. And it's like you guys are restrictive and you guys have boundaries. And you're more like you're not so much in your head. And if you are, then you're more grounded and, you know, I don't know, maybe cold, but not mean. It's just not so watery, not so emotional. I'm picking up on the sun and Mercury. I'm just seeing a lot of light above your head. So it may feel like unknown territory to you guys in one sense, because it's a very good energy for you guys. But I'm also getting, I'm also getting the root chakra. So again, the root chakra in general just is talking about a very grounded energy, the floor beneath your feet. So the reason I keep saying this may be like an unfamiliar energy to you guys, maybe it's not. And the reason I'm saying this is because every Pisces is not built the same. It really depends what's going on in your own personal natal chart. But if I'm speaking general energy, what I channeled for you guys the first week of December is a lot of Capricorn energy. And Capricorn energy is earth energy. It is not water energy. And you guys are water energy. You guys are more, what are you feeling? How do you feel? And I'm not making fun at all. Like, not at all. So, and I feel like because I'm seeing so much light, there is a lot of clarity with this. So I feel like maybe it's confusing what I'm saying. Maybe you guys feel uncomfortable with this energy. I'm not seeing you guys feel uncomfortable with this energy, but at the same time, it is, to me, in my opinion, completely the opposite of what I feel like you guys usually have going on is all. And I'm not saying that you guys don't usually see things as they are, but you guys are not Capricorn energy is all I'm saying, unless you got a lot of Capricorn going on in your chart. So now I want to go back to the transits that I just spoke about. So Mercury enters Capricorn in your 11th house. December 2nd, Mercury in Capricorn is sextiling Saturn in your first house, the body, the self. Then Venus in Libra in your 8th house is squaring Mercury in Capricorn. So there is some type of blockage here. I wasn't really picking up on that at all. So let me see something. Capricorn energy, I see you guys sleeping. I feel like you guys will be stabilizing your emotions. I'm getting this rock energy. I'm seeing this entrance to a cave, a lot of light. So I think of the hangman, except we don't go in. We are on the outside, this cave. We're on the outside. It's built with rocks, and you guys are a part of the rocks. It's not like you are restrictive. I'm sorry. You guys are a part of the rocks, and it's not like you are restrictive with boundaries. It's more like you're not so much in your head. If you are, then you're more grounded and maybe cold, but not mean. It's not watery, not emotional. Then we have the sun and Mercury. I'm just seeing so much light above your head. It may feel like the unknown territory in one way, but it's a very good energy for you guys. So I'm thinking maybe this is, when I said unknown territory for you guys, there could be something up with that. Maybe this is that square energy, because with the square, there's always something. It's either a hold up, a block, or uncomfortable energy. So maybe this is that Venus squaring Mercury energy, because it's happening with your 8th and your 11th house. So I feel like something's not feeling 100%. I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. And then Venus enters Scorpio in your guys' ninth house. And then December 6th, Neptune goes direct. And that's in your first house. And then we have December 7th, Mercury in Capricorn. Trine Jupiter retrograde in Taurus in your third house. Okay, let's move on. Second week of December. December 9th, Venus in Scorpio is in opposition to Jupiter in retrograde in Taurus in your third house. December 11th, Mercury in Capricorn in your 11th house is sextiling Venus in Scorpio in your ninth house. Then December 12th, we have a new moon in Sagittarius in your 10th house. Oh, I like that. That's cool. And then later that same day or the following day, you guys are definitely going to have to check your own dates on this one. I may be off by a day or two. Mercury goes in retrograde. Mercury goes in retrograde into Capricorn. I'm sorry, in Capricorn in your 11th house. Okay. So what did I channel for you guys? Second week of December. Swimming towards your higher self. I'm getting Cleopatra energy. I'm picking up on the wheel. I'm picking up on Aries energy, Saturn energy, boundaries. Yet there's so much light. Like no one can get to you guys because you have knowledge, wisdom. You are very much in touch with higher wisdoms at this time. And you can be people's passenger. You don't have to be this driver, this leader. You don't have to be doing something, and there's wisdom within that, and there's just a calmness in the knowing. I also channeled that you guys may not be sharing all of you, but because of this golden energy, because I kept getting gold energy, people are very attracted to you guys at this time. It could be your advice. It could be how you hold yourself. It could be your confidence. Okay, so now I want to go back to the transits again. So we have Venus in Scorpio in your ninth house. And it's in opposition to Jupiter in retrograde in your third house. Okay, so opposition energy, that can be tough energy because oppositions are exactly how they sound. They're in opposite directions, and these are two energies that would work well together. But in order to work well together, it's like two people that kind of have to give up something in order to work better together. And so oppositions work well together, but it's about self-will, I feel like, and willpower. So I feel like this could actually be this energy that you guys are doing because you guys are swimming, right? I know it sounds silly, but toward your higher self is how I was seeing it. So I feel like the higher self, because the ninth house, there is like, I look at this sometimes as higher wisdoms, right? Because this is the house of a higher educated, oh my God, I'm sorry guys, a higher higher education system. Wow. Anyway, and it's a house of spirituality. So, and then I'm also picking up on, I also feel like with Cleopatra, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, I don't think there's any real way to ever get her real natal chart. But based off of what we know about her, she definitely had strong Scorpio energy, for sure, if you look into the history of Cleopatra. So I don't care what her natal chart looks like. If she wasn't a Scorpio, if she didn't have a Scorpio stellium, she definitely had things going on that were Scorpio or Scorpio degrees. 1000%. So then we have the wheel. So there's Saturn energy here and Aries energy. Just a little gnat. Aries energy. So I'm not picking up on Mars. I'm picking up on Aries. And I feel like there is a difference with this because even though Mars is the planet for Aries, I just feel like they would be two different messages. And I was specifically getting the glyph for Aries. So based off the transits that are going on the second week of December, I feel like because Mercury is going retrograde in Capricorn and the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn, it's in the first house, right? So, so things are slowing down in our mind. And I feel like it's going to be a good Mercury retrograde because it's in Capricorn. So I feel like with Capricorn energy, no bullshit will be allowed. Like it's got to be stabilized thoughts. I'm not saying like typical Mercury retrograde things won't happen, but it's a good Mercury retrograde in my opinion. Just like, I don't know what your guys' experience was with Virgo, Mercury retrograde in Virgo back in the summer, I think it was. But I thought that was a good Mercury retrograde. And the reason for this was the ruler of Virgo is Mercury. So therefore, it's like it wasn't as bad of a time because it was in its natural state. And even though Capricorn, Mercury isn't in its natural state in Capricorn, it's still going to have a better time because Capricorn is like the strict father. So it's like, it's not going to let Mercury act the fuck up is pretty much what I'm trying to say. So I feel like I'm picking up on Aries energy because Saturn is in the first house, which is where Aries natally belongs. And Aries is a very smart energy when it slows the fuck down. So yeah, I feel like this is what it is. This is why I'm picking up on the wheel and Aries energy and Saturn and boundaries. What else? So Aries energy is I was just about to say, I was going to say it's leadership energy. And this is also what I'm channeling for you guys is, so Aries, when it's in its element, like it's in true confidence, it knows that it doesn't have to do anything. It doesn't have to prove anything to other people. And that's exactly what I'm seeing for you guys. You guys can be a passenger. Like you guys don't have to be putting yourselves out there. You guys don't have to put yourselves out on the stage. You guys don't have to be, you know, like when there's moments of silence and people feel like they have to just start talking because they think it's awkward. It's like, it's not always awkward to just be like in silence. And there's something about that you guys like embody the second week of December. And I don't know, people are just like seeing it about you guys. Yeah, okay, I think that's really it. New moon. This is why there's something new going on with you guys, with how you guys appear to the world. 10th house. It's not just like career and legacy with the 10th house. I know there's like certain things with these house placements that we Google with astrology, or where certain people on YouTube specifically talk about, but it's not just 10th house career, third house local community. Like, yeah, it's like that is true, but 10th house is also how you appear. And I feel like that's what I'm picking up on. Okay. Third week, December 16th, Sun in Sagittarius in your guys' 10th house, squaring Neptune in Pisces. Wait a minute. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about something right now. Christina Aguilera, her midhaven is Sagittarius. I wonder, is she a Pisces? What is she? I know this is so random. I'm so sorry. I wonder. Okay. I'm having a Gemini moment. Sorry. Mercury in retrograde in Capricorn in your guys' 11th house is trining Jupiter in retrograde in Taurus in your 3rd house. Okay, this is good energy with other people. And then we have Venus and Scorpio in opposition to Uranus in retrograde in Taurus in the 3rd house. Not so great. Vesta in retrograde goes into Gemini. So this is leaving your 5th house and this is going into your 4th house. So Vesta is that asteroid that is an internal flame that never goes out. Okay. So, December 21st, Sun goes into Capricorn in your 11th house. December 21st, Mercury in retrograde in Capricorn in your 11th house is sextiling Saturn and Pisces in your 1st house. December 21st, Sun in Capricorn is conjunct Mercury in retrograde in Capricorn in your 11th house. All right. What did I channel for you guys? Okay, so this is the harder energy. This is the harder week for you guys. But you guys had like one bad week and then that's it. I'm seeing a movie theater. I'm getting opposition energy, harder to work with. I'm seeing the number 8 as a watch. So I'm seeing the number 8 and then it turns into a watch. And then it turns into an upside down church. Hard to have faith and hope due to something internally. I see Cleopatra looking, zooming in at the movie screen, and then an angry eye, and then there's a lot of light. It's hard to stay up. So all of that good positive energy you guys were working for, or I'm sorry, working with the first 2 weeks of December, there's a transit this week that makes you guys seep into a darker energy because I'm seeing your eyes closed and black under your eyes. It could have to do with magic or something you wanted to manifest because I'm seeing the magic ball from Labyrinth. So I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Labyrinth, but there's this scene with David Bowie where he has this magic ball. It's literally, it looks like a crystal ball, and he does this like cool thing with it, and it's like it moves on his arms and his hands, and I don't know, it's pretty dope. But anyway, so I was seeing that. So let's go back to wait, I want to talk about what I channeled again. So I'm seeing a movie theater. Sorry, when I do this, I'm thinking of the movie screen. The movie theater, there's opposition energy and it's harder to work with. I'm seeing the number 8 and then it turns into a watch. And then it turns into an upside down church. It's hard to have faith or hope due to something internally. I see Cleopatra looking, zooming in at the movie screen, and an angry eye. There's a lot of light. So something to do with time. It's hard to stay up with all that good positive energy you were working with the first 2 weeks of December. There's a transit this week that makes you seep into a darker energy because I'm seeing your eyes closed and black under your eyes. It could have to do with magic or something you wanted to manifest because I'm seeing the magic ball from Labyrinth. Okay, so let's get back to the transits that I just spoke about. So Sun is in Sagittarius in your guys' 10th house, and it's squaring Neptune and Pisces in your 1st house. So to me, this screams something to do with work. Something to do with work or something to do with how you guys appear. And the reason is because it's the 1st house. It's talking about the self. It's talking about I am, how you appear. And then we have the 10th house. This is also talking about how you appear. It's also talking about your legacy. And it's also talking about career, work. These two energies are talking about how people see you guys. What is it that you guys are doing? And so you guys have the sun in the 10th house. So something is shining here, right? We have the sun literally shining. And then we have Neptune, which is talking about intuition, getting downloads, messages from spirit, inspiration, something like that, to that effect. And it's like, here's the sun and here's like a message or intuition from spirit. And it's just like, there's like a block. You know, there's a block. Like, it can't just like, hey, what's up? You know, like, it's the best way I could say it. Like, they can't collide properly and, you know, make, I don't know, beautiful magic with each other. So something's up with this. Oh, and I mentioned magic, right? Okay, so yeah. Mercury retrograde in Capricorn in your guys' 11th house. Wait a minute, hold on. I want to go back to this for a second. I wasn't seeing something. Sun is in Sagittarius in the 10th house. So the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter. And the original ruler of Pisces is Jupiter. And there's a block here. Where's Jupiter in Taurus? So there's the 3rd house. It's the 3rd house. And where's Venus? The 9th house. Traveling, communication. Learning. There could be trouble the first week about understanding something, right? Because I think about like with the sun is illuminating something, right? So you can see something. Think about what the sun does in general. The sun helps us see, but doesn't Neptune do the same thing if it is placed in our chart properly? Because a lot of people think they see, but they don't see shit, right? Oh, I felt it in my gut. Man, you didn't feel shit. You had cramps and had to go to the bathroom, you know? So that's kind of what's going on. What are we on, the 3rd week of December? Something is not being seen clearly. That's what I'm getting. Because we got Pisces energy and Sagittarius energy. Okay. Wait, hold on. I see Cleopatra zooming in at the movie screen. Yeah. Okay. Mercury in retrograde in Capricorn, and it's trining. It's getting along very well with Jupiter in retrograde in Taurus. So we got 2 retrogrades, but you know, Jupiter in retrograde is a good energy. It's not like a Mercury in retrograde where it gets a bad rap, where, you know, Mercury retrogrades can be bad, right? They may not be that great. We're all kind of on a lookout for the people who know astrology. It's like, oh, you know, like and that's a good thing, to set it and forget it for that type of thing. But a Jupiter in retrograde, this is a good one because it slows things down in regards to getting spiritual knowledge and understanding things. Because you're able to catch on or see things a little more clearly because things are slowed down enough for you to be like, oh, wait a minute, I get that now, or I see that now. That makes more sense. Yeah, okay, so, and then there's a blessing here going on with the mind. Because Jupiter, I feel like, Jupiter can be looked at as the teacher, right? So to some degree, I feel like our thoughts can be talked about here. What's going on with Mercury and Jupiter? Some type of blessing with the 11th house and the 3rd house. Venus in Scorpio is in opposition in the 9th house to the 3rd house with Uranus in retrograde. Okay. So this is looked at as like shaking a can of soda and it explodes. All right. It's up to you to, you know, maybe it's a 2-mile walk from the store to home. And, you know, you're really thirsty and you don't want to open the can of soda, but you're really, really thirsty. Do you open it knowing it'll probably explode because you definitely have been walking pretty fast and, you know, not holding the can properly? I don't know. I'm talking out of my butt right now. But this is that type of energy where if you don't tread lightly, it can be a very bad time. So hold on. This is the harder to have faith in. This is the opposition energy I'm picking up on. This is the church and going upside down, and it's hard to have faith and hope. And the reason I'm going to say it is because the ninth house belongs to this type of energy. I mean, I feel like to a certain degree, the 12th house does two. Oh my God, I can't talk. The 12th house does two to a certain degree, but no, the ninth house, this is what's going on here. Yeah, I'm going to say it. This is this. Venus in Scorpio in your ninth house, opposition, Uranus in retrograde in Taurus in your third house is, there's harder to work with energy. I see the number 8, and then it turns into a watch, and then it turns into an upside down church. Hard to have faith or hope due to something internally. Definitely. Uranus in retrograde talks about trying to balance yourself in times of crisis, because anytime there is like a tower-like moment, you're basically asked to remain calm. And yeah, I guess one way of looking at this is, aren't we always asked to, on some type of level, always be like that? And it's like, yeah, I guess so. But more so when it's in retrograde, because there's specific things that are going on when this planet is in retrograde that are testing us. And by the time it's over and it goes back to direct, there has been an energy that has been shifted, and you're either consciously aware of it or not. But there has been an energy that has been shifted. End of story. Vesta retrograde goes into Gemini in your guys' fourth house. No, not really getting anything there. Mercury, stop, Oceana. Oh, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. No, Oceana, no. Mercury retrograde in Capricorn is in your 11th house, and it's sextiling Saturn and Pisces. So I feel like this is that energy where, because we're still seeing a lot of light, no matter like the opposition energy, no matter the difficulty with being able to see clearly or having hope, whatever it is, there's still light at the end of the day. It's just a matter of being able to stay positive, being able to still have hope. So I feel like it's that Capricorn energy that's wising you guys up and basically telling you guys like, okay, just push through. It's not the end of the world, whatever's going on this week. So we have Mercury retrograde in Capricorn sextiling your first house. And when Capricorn and Pisces energy get together, this is manifesting energy. This is Neptune and Saturn. And then we have Sun in Capricorn conjunct Mercury in retrograde. So this is shining a light on your mind. And I feel like this is literally that energy of that angry eye that's able to see things. But I feel like because Mercury's in retrograde, yeah, you guys may be able to see things, but you guys may not be seeing the positive side to things. So you're not seeing things 100% clearly. All right, the last week of December, several different transits going on. We have Mercury in retrograde going into Sagittarius in your guys' 10th house on December 23rd. December 24th, Sun in Capricorn, sextiling Saturn and Pisces. So the Sun in Capricorn in your guys' 11th house. Wait, scratch that out. Sun in Capricorn in your 11th house, sextiling Saturn and Pisces in your first house in Pisces. Wait, I said that weird. Whatever. December 26th, we have full moon, full moon in the 5th house. Ooh. December 26th, Chiron in Aries goes direct. This is December 26th, I think I said, right? Then December 26th, Mercury in retrograde in Sagittarius is squaring Neptune in Pisces. So we have Mercury retrograde in your 10th house squaring Neptune in Pisces. All right. Then December 27th, we have Sun in Capricorn in the 11th house, and it is trining Jupiter in retrograde in Taurus in your guys' 3rd house. All right. Then December 27th, we have Mercury in retrograde in Sagittarius in your guys' 10th house, conjunct Mars in Sagittarius in your 10th house. Then December 28th, we have Mars in Sagittarius, squaring Neptune in Pisces in your 1st house. Then December 28th, Venus in Scorpio in your 9th house is sextiling Pluto in Capricorn in your 11th house. And then Venus goes direct into Sagittarius in your guys' 10th house. And then Jupiter goes direct in your 3rd house. So definitely direct in your 3rd house. Okay, cool. What did I channel for you guys last week of December? You're connected with your higher self again and highly protected. I see 2 dogs, one on your left and one on your right. And by the way, that is something I don't remember what it's connected to, like which deity. But again, I'm getting so many things connected to Egypt this month for the collective. But the dogs, it's connected to one of the deities in Egypt. I know it is. So you guys can look into it and see if it resonates. But I'm seeing 1 dog on the left, 1 dog on the right. Seeing a movie theater, tons of movie screens within the one movie theater. So picture, picture you guys going into a movie theater. Sorry. You're going to see a movie and there's tons of movie screens. And there's tons of light and you're walking down the main aisle. And I see you guys learning something and going back to something from the past because I see a bookmark and then I see a clock. And then I see a spirit guide moves your pupil to your 3rd eye. So this was cool. Oh, hold on one second. Okay, sorry guys. So I'm probably going to repeat myself here. So a spirit guide moves your pupil to your 3rd eye. So picture your eye and the pupil in the middle of your eye. And there's a spirit guide literally taking your pupil out and moving it to the middle of like your forehead, like where you're, not the middle of your forehead, but where your 3rd eye is supposed to be. And I feel like the spirit guide is supposed to be like a crab. So it's the glyph for Cancer that's doing it. So you guys will be able to see something more clearly is what I'm picking up on. And I feel like it has to do with the full moon in Cancer, right? Like it'll be around this time because it's the last week I'm channeling of December, right? And the full moon goes into Cancer on December 26th. So there's something you guys will be able to see very clearly thanks to one of your spirit guides. But whatever this is that you guys will be able to see very clearly, it represents something you guys need to let go. And it's in the 5th house. So it has something to do with romance, because the sun is in Capricorn over here in your 11th house. So it's the same axis as your 5th house. And the sun is shining a light on whatever like needs to go is what I'm picking up on. So the full moon talks about things that need to leave our life. Like it is basically it's yeah, no, I'm just going to leave it there. It's things that you need to let go of. So it's trying to show you your future is what I'm getting. That's what I'm picking up on, because it's it's trying to show you something that you need to let go of, while at the same time trying to connect you to your future. I hope this makes sense for you guys. So we're going to go over the transits again the last week of December. Mercury is in retrograde, right? It goes into Sagittarius on December 23rd in your guys' 10th house. December 24th, Sun in Capricorn in your guys' 11th house is sextiling Saturn in your guys' first house, and it's in Pisces. Then there is a full moon in Cancer in your guys' 5th house. Then December 26th, Chiron goes direct in Aries in your guys' 2nd house. The things you guys value, your wallet, the things you guys own. So this is looked at as like the wounded healer, and now it's going direct. So you guys shouldn't be hurting anymore when it comes to these things. There was probably some type of, well, you guys are still going to be feeling something because Chiron is still here in your 2nd house. But when it's in retrograde, I feel like you guys are probably feeling this energy a little more, and not in a positive way. But Aries, the North Node being in Aries in your 2nd house is a good thing. Like, you guys will have the energy and the willpower to keep fighting for something. And this talks about what it is you guys value and your wall. Then we have Mercury in retrograde in Sagittarius in your 10th house. And it is squaring Neptune in Pisces in your first house. And then, so something's getting blocked here. Something's not, when it comes to your thoughts, your communication pattern, and when it comes to intuition, something is definitely being blocked here. You guys are not able to see something clearly. And I think this is where the full moon is, that energy is helping you guys, being able to help you guys see something clearly. Then December 27th, Sun in Capricorn in your guys' 11th house is trining Jupiter in retrograde in Taurus in your 3rd house. Then December 27th, we have Mercury in retrograde in Sagittarius in your guys' 10th house, and it is conjunct Mars in Sagittarius in your guys' 10th house. So I feel like there is some type of internal battle going on, not just with your thoughts and your communication style, but also I feel like possibly at the workplace, but definitely communication. I'm going to say it because the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter, and it's showing up in your 3rd house as well. This talks about communication. Then we have, where is it? Mars in Sagittarius in your 10th house, squaring Neptune in Pisces in the 1st house. Okay. So yeah, there's like some type of fog, like unsure in regards to where to go, how to go about something, what moves to make, what direction to go into. And I feel like, again, this has something to do with I feel like this is work. I wasn't channeling work, but I feel like if I'm just thinking about it logically. Venus in Scorpio on December 28th in your guys' 9th house is sextiling Pluto in Capricorn in your 11th house. Okay. And then we have December 29th, Venus goes direct into Sagittarius in your 10th house. So I like that. Venus in the 10th house is, I mean, if it's not talking about, you know, something artistic going on, I'm going to say this is talking about your money. And then Jupiter going direct December 30th in your 3rd house in Taurus. Taurus, the original ruler of Taurus is Venus. So what did I say I was seeing last week? You're connected with your higher self. Again, highly protected. 2 dogs, one on your left side, one on your right side. Movie theater, tons of movie screens with lights, and you're walking down the main aisle. I see you guys learning something and going back to something from the past, because I see a bookmark and then I see a clock. A spirit guide moves your pupil to your third eye. I feel like it's a crab. The glyph for Cancer, that's doing it. So you guys will be able to see something more clearly that maybe you need to let go of due to the crab, because it's trying to show you your future is what I'm picking up on. So something to do, like I said, with the 5th house that you guys need to let go of. But I'm seeing you guys more connected with your higher self and your intuition. But I think the unclarity that I'm picking up on with certain things in regards to I'm not really picking up on unclarity. Like, I'm not getting any unclear messages with my channel messages, but I'm just looking at the transits, and I'm seeing Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius squaring Neptune and Pisces. And then I'm seeing Mars in Sagittarius squaring Neptune and Pisces. So those are the only 2 hard transits I'm seeing for you guys. And they both happen after the full moon in Cancer. They both consist of Sagittarius so they both consist of Neptune and Pisces, and one of them consists of Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, and the other one consists of Mars in Sagittarius. So they're both 10th and 1st house, okay? I just think there's something here in regards to that karmic lesson, because the square is a karmic lesson that maybe you guys are holding on to that you need to let go of, and it consists of these 2 houses somehow towards the end. Kylo, can you please go? You keep making so much noise. It's so annoying. All that protection. Sorry, I'm just looking at the transits. Yep, no, I'm just going to let it go because this is what I got for you guys. So anyway, all right, this is what I got. Bye, guys.